Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready, my friend? Are you ready? Let's
Ready.
do it. Let's do it. What do you say? Let's whip some ass today. What do you say? All right.
So, Bob, you're telling
Go.
Bob, you're telling me that Illinois will be matched up with UConn in the Elite Eight, right?
Right. If Illinois wins and UConn wins, they match up.
I'm on the record saying right now Illinois is in the Final Four this year. They will knock off UConn.
Woo! What a heavy prediction from Mike last night. Heavy prediction. Welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Host. Mike will be along anytime soon, you know. He thinks he's a big star. He's getting the star treat. He thinks he's Travis Kelce is what he thinks. Hey, we're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. OddsJam partner program, link below in the description. 50% revenue share, and don't forget the picks from DubClub, me, Mike, Tony. Golf, 14-day free trial. Everyday picks, 14-day free trial. We're on fire. Get in there with us. It's cheap. Hell, are you kidding me? If you want to make friggin' money, you go to the people that know sports. And that would be us. I'm waiting any time for Mike to show up. Where you at, Mike?
See where Mike's at.
Yeah, find out, Tristan. He was already ripping into the Cardinals earlier today.
I'm gonna tell him right now.
I'm telling him too. Get your ass in here. All right, boy. Opening day.
Wow.
Tristan's Dodgers are killing my Cardinals. Sucks. I hate it, but it's part of it. What the hell's the score now?
6-1.
6-1. Okay. Still 6-1. Hey, highlight of the game for me was watching Victor Scott II steal his first base.
I was waiting on that base hit from him.
Yeah, I know. I tell you what, a lot of fly outs. I mean, it's not like Glasnow's dominating. A lot of fly outs. They're making contact. Just you got to find a hole, man. That's how that works. You got to find a hole. The Toronto Blue Jays are going to screw my parlay. They're up 8-2 on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay money line was my last leg. I got a free bet and I used it. Tampa Bay totally screwed me today. Yeah. Totally.
They're a good team. They are definitely a good team.
But Toronto may have made some improvements too,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it looks like
the Marlins are not getting squashed.
Do what?
The Marlins are not getting squashed, which is a surprise.
I mean, I guess it's Pittsburgh.
I really thought
not a major ordeal there. Baltimore gets the first W of the day by whipping up on the Angels 11-3. That was a no-brainer. And I'm going to tell you what else was a no-brainer. I said this on Morning Coffee today. Detroit and Chicago, Nerfy. That was a no-brainer. It's now 1-0 Detroit in the top of the 9th.
Ooh.
So that was a Nerfy deluxe.
Yeah, that Nerfy didn't come through.
No.
Close, but
no cigar.
No cigar.
What do we got for any home run? Judge hasn't hit a home run. Did Alvarez hit a home run? No. And the Yankees and the Astros are tied 4-4 in the top of the seventh inning.
Yeah, last time I checked, that was 4-0.
I know. They've come back and tied. They've scratched and clawed. Minnesota 2-1 over Kansas City right now in the top of the eighth. Cincinnati 7-2 over Washington, bottom of the seventh. Cardinals losing 6-1 to the Dodgers in the bottom of the seventh. San Francisco and San Diego tied in the top of the seventh, 2-2. Miami and Pittsburgh. Miami beat Pittsburgh 5-3 in the top of the seventh. We've got Toronto beating Tampa Bay 8-2 in the top of the seventh. And that is your updated scores. Yanks were down 0-4, now tied. I know.
They got the fight.
I wasn't expecting that to happen today. I really, really wasn't. Did you contact him there, Tristan?
What happened?
Did you contact Mike?
Yeah, I sent him a text, but let me send him another one. Yo. Get on the show.
I know, no kidding. You figure he'd want to show up here. I'm not sure what kind of crowd we're going to have here today because, quite frankly, all these day baseball games going on, probably a lot of people watching for sure.
Yeah, I'm keeping updated. Yeah.
I do want to point this out one more time, and I'll just play it here again.
So, Bob, you're telling me that Illinois will be matched up with UConn in the Elite Eight, right?
Right. If Illinois wins and UConn wins, they match up.
I'm on the record saying right now Illinois is in the Final Four this year. They will knock off UConn.
There you go. There you go, Mike. He's got that to bank on. He can brag. He can boast.
I personally think UConn might take it. In my opinion, as far as bracket wise, that's what I went with for the win.
That's what I have. It's what I have Iowa State beating Illinois. Okay.
Yeah.
And guess what? He finally made it.
No, listen. I had to restart my computer. It had an update, and
okay. Well, we want to
where I'm at. Sorry.
This is how the show started out. Check it out. Are you ready?
So, Bob, you're telling me that Illinois will be matched up with UConn in the Elite Eight, right?
Right. If Illinois wins and UConn wins, they match up.
I'm on the record saying right now Illinois is in the Final Four this year. They will knock off UConn.
There you go, Mike. You wanted me to clip it. I did it. It didn't take me very long to do either. Believe me, we're going to use that a lot.
Yeah,
on Reddit.
Oh, yeah, baby. We're going to use that a lot. That's going to be a social media dynamite.
You better hope they don't go to the Final Four, bro.
Why? It'll make the show more popular.
Well, that too. Well, either way you spin it, it's a good. I'm either going to look like an idiot or I'm going to look like a genius, right?
Right?
Flip a coin, bro.
I'm banking on the idiot part.
Yeah, well, I could call you a lot worse, but I won't.
Hey, highlight of the Cardinal game today, Victor Scott with a stolen base. Love it.
Wow, what a thing to celebrate.
And the only time he got on base made Mookie Betts make an error because of his speed. Speed has no slumps. That kid's got to start in center field. Get rid of Dylan Carlson. Forget Tommy Edman in center field. Start this kid every day. He'll steal 100 bases.
What's up, Justin? Man, I'm sorry, boys. I never got I liked that Pirates Marlins nerfy today with Luzardo and Keller on the mound, but I never got around to posting it, and I never got around to betting it myself. I'm a little bummed out.
The nerfy of the day I called.
What'd you have?
Tigers and White Sox, dude.
Oh.
It's 1-0 in the ninth inning.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that would have worked.
That was the nerfy.
Two bad teams, though. You never know.
With Scooball pitching. Hey, you know what? Tigers are predicted to finish second in that division by a lot of people. You know, people think they're going to be better than what they were. I thought they would be better last year, but you know.
Well, they may be better, but that's not saying much. So,
okay, all right. Panthers take on the Islanders tonight. I don't know what to think about your Florida team. Hello, Steven Batza. How you doing, buddy?
You already know my thoughts on my Florida team. I'm gonna back them any chance that I get at home. If they are at home today.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've lost 5 of their last 6. It's been a little rough stretch for them, and a tough loss against Boston, tough loss against the Rangers, a tough loss against Tampa Bay. You know, 3 teams right there off the bat you're going to likely see in the playoffs, you know, so definitely a little concerned, but not super concerned because I still think the Panthers are a good enough team, and they had built such a cushion that I still think they'll be number 1 in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I agree.
Although
so
Boston jumped ahead of them now, and then you got the Rangers ahead of them, so.
Rangers are a scary team.
Yeah, Rangers are getting
Rangers are leading the conference right now, guys.
Yeah, they're having a heck of a month of March. So, and they ended February. They had a great month in February. They've had a great March. So the Rangers are peaking at the right time here to steal that number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And right now, they have the most points. They're 1 point ahead of Boston, 3 points ahead of the Panthers. Panthers definitely
and they have 2 games in hand on Boston. They got 2 games in hand on Boston. They have 2 games in hand on Boston.
Yeah.
Rangers have played 72 games. Boston's played 74. All right. This, by the way, Tristan, I got to give you a stat here real quick.
Sure.
Your Panthers are actually better on the road than they are at home. Their record on the road is 25-9-3. They're 21-12-2 at home.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, that's the story you saw last year in the playoff run for them. They were dynamite on the road last year in their playoff run, and that's continued into this season, obviously, where they've really got it going on the road, which is a good thing. That's beneficial come playoff time. That's why you were able to see them do so well in the playoffs and go on the deep run that they did and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, because they were really good on the road. And if that continues, they'll get enough wins at home to potentially go on a run. But I'll tell you what, I'm really starting to worry that the way the Rangers are playing right now, man.
That's a little concerning to me.
They look good. They look good.
Yankees just went up 5-4.
Great. Cool.
Nice.
Middle of the 7th.
Cool.
Houston coming back.
Damn,
I was not on that. Pirates just came back with a run. 5-4. Miami now. San Francisco just went ahead of San Diego 3-2.
Yep.
Not too high on the Giants there, but I think we know my stance on the Giants.
No, we don't.
You hate him.
You don't know what that is.
He's a Dodgers fan. What do you think? What would you think his stance on the Giants would be?
Why are you a Dodgers fan, and why do you hate the Giants? Have you ever been to San Francisco?
No, but I've been to California.
Okay, all right.
I went to D-Dog. I saw Kershaw pitch once, which was a great sight to see.
Sure. Yeah, they messed up 2 bets for me too, Steven. I did not expect that today. Thoughts on Chris Porzingis over 17.5 points tonight, Mike? Tristan, what do you think?
Should be pretty solid.
Yeah, I would roll with it. This is kind of a revenge game, if you will, here for the Celtics, a game that they just absolutely gave away against the Hawks, up 30 points. Yeah, I would expect them to show up tonight for sure.
You said over 17.5?
Yeah, I like it.
He's at 18.5 on FanDuel, so I'm guessing some more books are favoring over 17.5.
Yeah, I mean, he had 17 that last game against the Hawks, so he was right on the cusp there. I think he adds a little more in this game. We know that he did not play against Chicago or and then when he played against Detroit, he had 19. So I like it.
Justin's in Mexico, guys, so
he's flirting right around that number a lot.
Yeah, he's getting that line probably on like Bet Online.
That's still a sharp line, even at 17, because a couple of his last few games, he's been right at 17 on the dot. So that's a really, I know that's a real. I mean, they're really on that line on him. So we'll see. I like Porzingis to step up though tonight.
Okay.
Want to talk about our what play did we just do? We did Rangers money line.
There you go.
I like Mike and I were just talking about Rangers versus Cubs. Waldy on the mound.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards a Nerfy there.
Yeah, me too. I was about to say definitely has Nerfy potential.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we definitely get worried though sometimes with the Rangers offense.
I just get worried with Evaldi.
You know, yeah, I think I'm confident in both pitchers, but I'm worried that Rangers lineup, that top of the order, does worry me a little bit there. But we do have Justin Steele on the mound for the Cubs. I think it's a safe one. That's the only other one that I would roll with as far as Nerfy tonight. That's the only one I would roll with. I did like Pirates and Marlins Nerfy. But outside of that, there wasn't a ton on the board that I liked. So those two in particular.
You're going to start putting out some Nerfy videos?
Yeah, I should have got that one out to everybody. They would have gotten them a nice early inning cash. I just never got around to it there. And, started almost talking myself out of it, I think, for some reason. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
Scared money don't make money, right?
Facts.
Absolutely. So. All right. Let me share my screen here real quick. Tristan, Mike and I already went through these games last night. I'm going to get your take very quick on the 4 games in college basketball tonight. Arizona and Clemson. What are you thinking?
I'm going Arizona.
Okay.
Take me out to the desert.
San Diego and UConn. San Diego State and UConn.
I'm going UConn.
Okay. Alabama, North Carolina.
Are we talking about UConn covering that spread?
I don't know. These spreads have been nightmares so far, so I'm kind of staying far away from the spread.
That one worries me. I feel like you naturally I would think San Diego State, this is a rematch of the national championship game last year. I think San Diego State, you'd like to think, will bring it enough to cover that spread. But on the same token, that spread also could scream UConn blowout to me. So I honestly am staying away from that game completely. Now, I do like the Tar Heels.
Okay. Well, I know you do. I want to know what Tristan says.
For Bama and Carolina?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, sorry. North Carolina.
Okay. And then finally, Illinois and Iowa State.
I'm going Illinois.
Okay. Yes, you can only go Illinois if you don't say the S.
Sorry. Illinois.
There you go.
Yeah, they're making some noise, though. They're going to make some noise tonight, I think. So I'm with you. I do like Illinois tonight. I think they get the job done. And if they do get
they could be the crying Illini.
And if they do get matched up with UConn, well, the clip. So, Bob, you're telling me that Illinois will be matched up with UConn in the Elite Eight, right?
Right. If Illinois wins and UConn wins, they matchup.
I'm on the record saying right now Illinois is in the Final Four this year. They will knock off UConn. So there you go. I mean, that's that. That's my thoughts on it. You're going to see that clip many times, and especially if Illinois loses tonight, because Illinois will have been not only late to the party, they'll have not even got the invite to the party to the Elite Eight to get to the Final Four. So got to hope they get the job done tonight, or that clip is going to be a nightmare for me.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing that clip a lot.
Yeah, you will. I mean, you'll be seeing it on ESPN, all the big networks, and
Stephen A. Smith is going to be talking about it.
I don't know about that either, but yeah, you get where I'm coming from.
I get where you're coming from. Anything in the NBA tonight, boys? Besides Porzingis?
I mean, I would roll with that player prop on Porzingis. I'm cool with that. This Milwaukee, New Orleans game, boy, I don't know. I mean, Milwaukee's got to be looking to bounce back after that blown loss to the Lakers, you think. But on the same token, New Orleans needs to bounce back after that loss against the Thunder. I don't know, man. I would lean towards Milwaukee here, honestly. I hate to say it.
Pelicans plus money at home, plus 115.
Yeah, I get it. I do get it. But they were also at home against the Thunder. And
they've been on a little bit of a cold streak as of late. They haven't been playing like they usually do.
Okay. All right. NHL. I'm gonna throw one at you. That your guy Mike. I know what you're gonna say. I already know it. And I know I deserve.
Oh, I'll take it tonight. I know what you're gonna say. If you're talking Blues money line tonight, I'm possibly on that.
That's not what I was gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Blues puck line.
Well, you got to be careful with that because
plus 190.
Yeah. Well, you also got to watch what you give, Bobby.
I know what I'm doing. I'm saying that's where I'm leaning.
Well, we'll see.
That's where I'm leaning.
No,
that's a lean. That's a lean, Mike.
You got to watch it, bro. You got to
watch. The money line
it.
is pretty.
I know what I'm doing.
They're pretty close to each other right now for both squads.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. I think it's going to be one of them games that's 3-1, 4-2, something like that.
Yeah, let's get away from that game and let's talk about another matchup here. We got Winnipeg and Vegas tonight. Vegas on the road here at Winnipeg. Definitely a game that Vegas would like to get. I mean, they had a tough overtime loss against Nashville. They probably would have liked to have had that. They did get a point out of it, though. But do you think the Golden Knights can get the job done on the road tonight?
I mean, I think they're a great road team. It's a little tough because Winnipeg is also pretty solid, but kind of like Vegas at plus 100.
Okay, Vegas is 16, 14, and 6 on the road. Winnipeg is 23, 9, and 3 at home.
Yeah, but Winnipeg's definitely really good at home. But this game may mean more to Vegas than it does Winnipeg, maybe. I mean, Winnipeg is certainly still trying to.
How do you figure that, dude?
Well, I mean, Winnipeg's kind of where they're at. I mean, they're in striking distance here of trying to, but they're a few points behind Colorado and Dallas. They both Dallas has only played what? How many games have they played? 73. And those two, so they've got a game in hand on both of them. I guess Winnipeg feels maybe they could still win that division. It's not out of the realm of possibility, certainly, but I think if you're Vegas, you definitely need to get the job done tonight and continue to distance yourself from the Blues, who are the next team in line behind you.
Yeah, big game. I'm obviously rooting against Vegas heavily tonight.
Bruins have a big game.
Do what?
Bruins have a big game too. This could be a possible 3-point difference in the Atlantic Division. So for that top,
yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, no two ways about it.
because Panthers are right behind them at 97, and Bruins got 99 on the dot.
Right. With the Rangers ahead of everybody.
Yeah,
Which
I don't know how anyone's going to catch up to them, to be honest.
Big matchup there, Rangers and Avs.
Right. That's a huge matchup.
Very big matchup. You got to like the way the Rangers have been playing here. Of course, Colorado's starting to get extremely hot, too. They just finally had their big winning streak snapped against Montreal, but before that, they'd rattled off 9 in a row, I think. So, I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup here.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you know what, boys? I think we're going to hit the road here. I'm going to go watch the Cardinals get their asses kicked further.
I'm going to go watch the Dodgers kick the Cardinals' ass.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, a little friendly competition.
It's not much of a competition today. I can tell you that. All right. As much as I hate to say it, Yankees still winning. Pirates tied your Marlins.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Padres. Yeah.
Once it gets past the 5th inning.
Cardinals are up 8-7.
Yeah.
Okay, if I saw that, I would have.